Hi friends, today I'm going to show you how to save and load using using Python JSON. So for example, now let me show you the result of this work. Now it says welcome to name saver app, input any key to continue. Why? To enter new name, input any new name. Let me input any new name. Let me write YouTuber, then enter. It says name has been saved, and also when I run it, I want to load the data back. Now you enter any key to continue and say input any name, or to load name input I will input L. So when I input L, it says YouTuber was the last name saved using JSON. That's what we are going to be working on today. So let's get started. Please, if you are new to this YouTube channel, please don't forget to hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button right now. And please don't forget to turn on the bell notification, and also do not forget to support me on PayPal. The link is at the description below. So let's get started. So our first step now is that now what we are trying to do now is to create a program whereby we input our name, and when we input our name it saves it for us. And also when we want to load it back, when we enter a load button, we now load that name that has been saved right before. So let's start writing some codes. First of all, we are going to write import JSON. Our second step now is to create a program whereby a name saver program. And let's go about it by like write this. And we are going to write input, then we are going to write welcome to name saver program. Input any key to continue. So our second step now is to write this my input. We are going to create an input variable whereby we are going to be storing our JSON. We are going to be storing it into our JSON file. So here's how we are going to do it now. We are going to write input, then right over here we are going to write to enter a new name, then input any new name, or to load input any new name, or to load name input L. So here's what we are trying to do now. When we input any name, we to enter any new name, input any, or to input any to load name input L. So here's what we are trying to do now. If we input as I was saying, to enter name input any new name, you just input any new name you want to input, and to load name you have to input the letter L, So now we are going to create a condition whereby when we input when we input any letter, we are going to save the program, and when we input L, then we are going to load the program. But first of all, let's work on the saving part. And here's how we are going to do it now. And for this case now, we are going to write print. After we've input, we are going to work on this part where we enter our name. If we enter any name, and whatever we enter, we are going to save the data that we entered. So here's what you are going to write here: print. Then we're going to write name has been saved. So right over here, let me show you how to save with JSON. Here's what we are going to do about it. This is how to save with JSON. So we are going to create a variable right over here, JSON save. And what we are going to write is we are going to write JSON dot dumps bracket this input, whatever we input as the name, which is my input. And the next step here where we are going to do here is that with open, then under here we are going to create the name of the file we are going to save this my input. And you can write any name you wish to. You are going to just write name. We are going to write save JSON save the data and dot JSON. And right over here, we are going to write our comma here, and we are going to write our apostrophe and write W here. Sorry. So and we are going to write one more thing as F. This is the format we are following for JSON. It's not like Pico whereby we just write just one line of this thing, but this JSON is a kind of this is a kind of different method it's using. So right over here, we're going to write dot f dot write, then JSON save. That means this our variable we created here. So that is for the saving part now. Let's run it first of all. Let's run it first of all and see something if it's going to input any key, enter any key to continue. To enter any new name, input any new name. I'm going to write YouTube tutorial. So when we input it, it says name has been saved, and it's saved. I guess it has saved it, but we are going to know for sure if it has been saved by working on this loading function. So let's work on that. So to work on the loading function now, here's what we are going to do about it. So right from this side, when we say welcome to name saver program, input any key to continue, then we input any key to continue. And from this line here, my input variable, when we say to enter new name, input any new name, or to load name, input L. Right over here, we are going to create a condition for we are going to create a condition, and the condition is that if we input the letter L button, we are going to load our save data. And if we just input any new name, then we are just going to is going to we are going to just proceed through this line here, which is name has been saved, and it automatically save the date whatever we input into this JSON. So let's create a variable, and what we are going to do now is that if we are going to write let's create condition, sorry. So if my input, that is this variable, whatever we input inside this variable is equal to L, that means if we input that L button straight up, then here's what we are going to do. Now this is the loading function we are going to be working on right now, so we should pay attention to this. So we are going to write with, this is the format we are using to load JSON file. My open, we are going to write apostrophe, and under this apostrophe we are going to write this right over here, JSON save data, right over here, this JSON save data. Then we write our comma, the apostrophe, then R, then we write as F. I know that the format might be confusing, and you won't get it. It's not going to be, if you want to try to understand it, it might not be that easy for you to understand. So, but this is just the format you have to use for JSON. If it's like pickle is much more easier for you to explain. Just like just a line of code, you just write with pickle to load your data. But if it's JSON, this is the procedures you need to follow for it with Python. So you will now write to load equal to JSON, then dot loads. We are going to write LOADS, loads. Then we write F dot read. So this is the variable we want to so we are loading this, we are opening this save data right over here, and right over here now we are going to say JSON dot loads F dot read. So that's the format we are going to follow for it. So under here we are going to write print load, that's print this variable from this variable which we are trying to get right over from here. Then this file, we are not going to call it variable. Are we supposed to call it variable? But we are going to come from this, whatever we saved here, we are trying to open it and create a new variable whereby we are going to print out the text that we saved from imputing our data, imputing whatever we input right over here. So load, the comma, was the last name saved. So as from here now, I want to show you something. We wrote a YouTube tutorial as the last thing. That's what we input as our name, and we saved it right over here. So we want to check now. Let's run it and check if we truly saved this YouTube tutorial right over here. So let's run it right now. So welcome to name saver program, impute any teaching to continue. So it says to enter new name, impute any name. To load, impute L. I'll press L. It shows an error right over here. It says file not found error. No, there's nothing like that right over here. Let's try and run the program again. Impute any key to continue. Let's try and restart again. Let's try to impute any name. YouTube tutorial for JSON. JSON. It says name has been saved, and let's run it back again. Impute any key to continue and impute L. It says no such. There's an error. It seems okay. Yeah, we forgot something. We forgot to do something right over here. We are supposed to create another condition if. So here I forgot to create an else. I said that right over here we are going to create a condition, and I forgot to impute. I said that if we impute the letter L, we are going to load the data, and if we did not impute, we are supposed to write else right over here. That's the mistake. So let's run it right now and see if it's going to work. I guess it's going to work right now. Let's try and load our previous data. Impute any key, impute L. Let's just start right over from the beginning. Welcome to name saver program. Impute any key to continue. Let me write YouTube and run it again and impute L. I'm having some errors right over here. Let me see the error. Let me try and trace the error. Sorry, I think I got with the error here. We are supposed to put dot JSON right over here. So let's run it now right over here. So welcome to name saver program. Impute any key to continue. I impute J. Let me write the any name. Let me write YouTube JSON. Then when we impute it, it says name has been saved, and when we run it right over here, impute any key to continue and press L to load. It loads back. YouTube JSON was the last name saved. So I think we've solved the problem now. That's all. Is this .json? So you should remember that if you save the you should remember that you should try to write the right what will I put it? The right text for the name of the file. So please don't forget that, because if you write that, it's going to give you file not found error. So thanks for watching, and see you in my next video. Hi, please, if you are new to this channel, please don't forget to hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button, and please don't forget to turn on the bell notification and support me on PayPal right now. The link is at the description below. And so thanks for watching, and see you in my next video.